That's where I grew up at, that wood you got from just walk. No, we left it. We need to left it. First, I knew we'd always go somewhere else.
I was thinking about following Shannon Douglas.
Totally.
How in.
You better camo up because he goes places he's not supposed to be.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Okay, at 5:30, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order, please. Would the clerk please take roll call?
Mayor Grant,
Present?
Mrs. Carnahan.
Present.
Mr. Moss,
Present.
Mr. Pointer,
Present.
Mr. Smith,
Present.
Mr. Roderick, Attorney Bars,
Present.
Mayor. There are no Attica junior council members present.
We'll approve the minutes from the last meeting at the regular meeting. So all we have on here is the new business. This meeting is specifically scheduled for the council to present a nominee for the Economic Development Commission. The council will put up names of each person they wish to consider as the nominee, and then they'll decide on who they wish to nominate from that pool. Mayor can accept or decline the nomination. If declined, the council will need to nominate a different person. Judd, do you have an updated ordinance that we need to look at? This is from the ordinance that we passed establishing this Economic Development Commission, and it was admittedly a little bit dirty. So I asked Mr. Bars to clean that up. And is this the only copy we have?
Yeah, I just printed one. That's what I sent around though. That deletes the old paragraph 3 that apparently people were asking questions about, who had the power to.
So you did send this out?
I'm not sure to whom I sent it, but I know I sent it to you.
I don't think I got it.
I don't,
Yeah, I don't remember seeing it either, but
Third paragraph on it, but we had to.
I sent it with the notice of public hearing and the notice of the.
this looks the same to me, other than that paragraph
Right, yeah.
is missing, but we'll pass it around, give everybody
I mean,
plenty
it's
of time
pretty simple.
to look at it.
Same thing, but yeah.
There's no third paragraph.
So is that it then, Judge? Just the paragraph on? Okay.
That's the only thing that changed. With the exception, I guess, that the county council's nominee now is named, but we'll fill those in. That's actually going to be passed at your Monday meeting, the 12th, but
this one
that's what it
is,
looks like now.
Judd, can I ask you a question? It seemed like there's a little bit of confusion. When I went through and read on the county council, I was kind of reading and I didn't dive deep on it, but it looked like they could choose whoever they wanted. But then they were told that they could only choose from council members.
No, that's not what they were told.
Oh,
In
really?
fact, I specifically told them that it was not a lucrative position, so anybody could serve, council members or non-council members.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because they, okay. Because I was told, told differently, so, okay,
You were mistold.
yeah, okay.
It's anybody.
That's what I thought when I read it.
Anybody, and not necessarily from the city of Attica, from the Fountain County was the jurisdiction.
I think the county council, based on my conversation, was left with the impression it had to be a council member.
I told them that a council member could because it's not a lucrative position.
Okay,
Because they were asking whether they could appoint a council member. So I said, yes, you can. It's not considered a lucrative position.
okay. So they could basically hold the position, you know, if they're holding the board position somewhere else, that was a lucrative position.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
You've got the only copy, so when you're done,
I just want to, I've got this. Just There it is, okay. I don't have, I'm over.
Very good, Larry.
Thank you. All I saw was this, the omission of the last page. So we don't need to do anything with this, correct?
No, but if you, if you arrive at nominated and accepted board members tonight, I can give them a call and try and give them advance notice of what we're gonna talk about 5:30 Monday night.
There you go, Nate. 5:30 Monday. You asked me earlier when the meeting was.
Sure.
And that's this new board is gonna meet.
The Economic Development Commission, yes.
Okay.
And I checked with Kathy and she was available then,
Okay,
the county council appointee.
Kelly,
Kelly's, yeah, Kelly Carlson, sorry.
so
you were very close. We'll take it.
I
It's
think
fine.
what we need to do here, rather than have a nomination and a second, I'd like to get the names out on the table ahead of time, and so you guys can talk about them. So
So we just nominate, throw the names out.
I think so. Johnny, do you want to start?
I will. I'd like to nominate Miss Leslie Davis.
Okay.
Jim, you got any nomination? I don't have any off the top of my head, man.
I'd like to nominate Jeff Crane.
Kayla, do you have any?
Denise reached out to me and said she would also like to be considered for the position.
So that's your nominee?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I have three. Let's just take a minute, if you don't mind, and would you like to explain why we want these folks?
Larry, if I could, are they prepared to talk on their behalf? Like kind
Sure.
of like Denise says you did at the caucus. Would you want to
I
give
think that'd be good.
Okay.
Leslie's
you
at
did
the
really
top
good.
of the list, so Leslie, would you like, Leslie Davis is here, so would you like to?
Sure. All right, well, thank you for
Why don't you
allowing
come
me,
up here, Leslie? We're going
Sure.
to see it. Thanks.
thank you for allowing me a few moments to introduce myself. And I believe I know most of you, but nonetheless, I'm a lifelong resident of Attica and graduated from here, went on to school here, was able to continue working in the community, serving on boards even while at Purdue. In 2012, I purchased my first business here in town. So it's really been a lifelong tradition of mine that I've either been in service, working at, or employing people of our community. So I'm really excited about the Economic Development Commission and what its future might hold for the town of Attica. Like I said, I've had several businesses in town, but it has offered me a unique opportunity to really see what the community's needs are. I'm fortunate in my business that I'm actually able to see some of those deficiencies and meet them. But I can also see things that are really outside of the scope of the businesses that I operate, and am looking to attract businesses that can come into our town. Because I do believe that our greatest resource here in Attica is the people that live here. Our community is very strong in just untapped resources of intelligence and ability. And I think matching businesses to see that will really help to spur our economic development, along with knowing that the people of our community also need these businesses to thrive. So it's really a hand in hand, no chicken or the egg. We've got to work in commune to really attract businesses, as well as developing our people and really marketing our community as a place to be. That being said, I don't think that we can completely focus on outside business and attracting them. We also, at that same time, have to nurture the businesses that are here. So not all of us are downtown businesses. Not all of us have a brick and mortar store. So we have to really reach out to everyone that contributes to the economy as a collective in our town. So I do have the fortunate opportunity to frequently be delivering not only to the town of Attica in my business, but also to our neighboring county in Warren and the rest of Fountain County. So I think that really affords me a lot of ability to make contacts with people in our neighboring communities as well. I think that is also a strength of mine. And over the last more than a decade, running a successful and growing a successful business here in town, I've been able to forge a lot of relationships, make a lot of contacts, and all of it received really well. So I'm excited about the aspect of an economic business commission, because I think that it's something that we've needed for a long time. Now being formed under ordinance, but just really, really hopeful for how it can evolve and really to help spur our economy as well as nurture what's already here. So I think that my main priority will be marketing the people that we have and the ones that make our community a great one to be in, not only to do business, but to stay in business.
Good job, thank you.
Do you have any questions for me? No? All right, thank you.
Mr. Crane's not here. Nope, it wasn't here. So Denise, you're up.
You all know me. I go to all the meetings. Denise Routson. I think it would be important to be part of the Economic Development Commission, because the fact that I see a lot of deficiencies that we could definitely put into place and help Attica grow. Everyone keeps saying we need to grow, we need to grow, we need to grow, but anytime anything wants to come, it seems to be shut down, okay? We've had a lot of areas where people are saying, well, we need this, we need that. There's been a lot of issues with a local trailer court in the area just recently that has caused a lot of issue. And I believe that if we had more on the economic side of people that are more invested into the city, not just having a business here, but being truly invested and caring, that we would have more people that would be able to help with situations such as what's coming up in town. I would like to see, I have a lot of contacts because I've been in CASA for many years. I have worked with a lot of people, both Fountain and Warren County. I grew up in Warren County. Ray and my husband, we've been together for 25 years. So been a part of Attica for 25 years, even though I'm not a lifelong resident. I do care and I love this town, city. Love it more than I can express. So that's why I would like to be part of it.
Good job, thank you.
Thank you.
I think probably what we should do, first of all, does anybody else have any comments that they'd like to? I want to make sure everybody has a chance here. We are on time, limited time here tonight, but
I appreciate the presentation.
yeah,
I did.
I thought they were both very good. I think rather than a nomination and a second, I think probably the best way to go about this is just go, Jimmy?
We nominated Jeff. He does want to,
Yeah, I
he's
spoke
being-
to
okay,
him.
that's fine. That's why we make sure he's. wanting to go.
I think the best way to do this would
I
be
didn't know.
to,
Yes,
sorry,
he's
go
over.
around the table and we'll just take a straight up vote. And then we can make a nomination from that vote, if that's okay, because I don't like a nominate and then a second and then everybody says yay or nay. I think we should go around to a straight up vote.
You want me to go first? I can go
You're
first. I would like to
you're in the
say-
pole position, Johnny.
I'd like to say thank you, both of you. And Denise, I've seen 2 of your presentations. The first one was even better at the caucus, I got to tell you. That was great. The thing that I kind of weigh, okay, is the fact that I know you have a big task right now with the Attica Recreation. And yeah, well, I also wanted to let you know there's new board or there's new council members that actually like to swim. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, but I think that I do appreciate. I don't know Jeff Crane at all. It would have been great to hear him. I've heard good things about him. I can't weigh on that. Okay, but knowing that Ms. Routson has her hands with already a tiger, I think that I'm voting for Leslie Davis. She doesn't hold any board positions at this time. She's not conflicted, and I think that she just on all levels is a part of the fabric of the community, and I think it's her turn to help guide us, and so that's my vote.
Okay, Jimmy, you're up.
I don't have much to say, but my vote will be for Leslie Davis. I think she's been great in the community. She served well on a board that I've been on for a few years throughout the summer program, and I think she'd be a good fit to be on the committee.
Okay. Nate?
Well, I think all the candidates are qualified and have all their, all their things that they can add to it. Still think though that Jeff has lifelong experience and of course being on the council and being in the business and banking the way that he is, that, he'd be the best choice for it.
Okay, so your vote's for Jeff?
Yes.
I feel like I have to abstain from voting with the Jeff situation. But if Denise, I think that you do a wonderful job. I think that Leslie would do a great job as well. So I would probably say Leslie for right now.
Okay. I don't want to muddy the waters here, but there's going to be a but, didn't you? I have the final say, and I know which way I'm leaning here right now. But we're also going to have a conversation when we're done here about WIGA. Johnny had asked that we talk about WIGA. And I, several weeks ago, had asked the WIGA board to put Brian Kraft on that board because and I explained this to Leslie yesterday, he was on the original Attica WIGA board. He has his thumb on what's going on with that area. He's brought a lot of businesses to town single-handedly without WIGA's help. And I think he would be a good asset to the WIGA board. And long story short, they agreed to that, and he was actually invited to their meeting. And then Johnny had been talking to him about Leslie. And I think Leslie, too, would make a great person for that board. Leslie and I talked at length yesterday and had a very good conversation. But I guess my quandary here is I don't want to put Leslie on both boards. I think that we need to split that. And I'm happy to put Leslie through as the nominee or as the person that we're going to put on this new economic development board. And I think she'd be a good fit for that. But I would also ask that the council unanimously recommend Brian Kraft for the WIGA board moving forward, because I was told that if there's too much controversy here, they just won't fill that position. And I don't want that to happen.
No,
Johnny
we don't
kind
want
of
that.
outlined that earlier today, that in an email conversation that we had, that it's not good not to have that representation. And I don't want to do anything to jeopardize that. So with that being said,
Are we going to talk about this real quick?
He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish we would.
So I don't want to get into WIGA. Okay, I really don't. And so I'm really not gonna. Okay.
But you already did.
Yeah, but I believe. Okay, that I think that if you would have just come to the council and said, "Hey, council, this is what I'm thinking," I think we would have agreed with you. But on our side, okay, it was kind of like there was a lot of noise. We know that, and didn't really know what was going on out there, and it was really hard to find out information. Okay, and so I think if we could just get a little bit of transparency, and I believe Brian can provide that. And like I said in my email, I think Brian is a good candidate to take that position because he's got visibility over a lot of things. He's in real estate. I think he can help keep that bridge in place for us. Okay, I think Leslie can do the same, and I bet Mr. Crane could do the same as well. And and like I said in my email, I just want to make sure that we put forth really strong options for the WIGA board, and it doesn't have to be somebody that's been prepackaged in the past. Of course, I think that Leslie is going to be fantastic on whatever board she serves. I don't know, Jimmy. I mean, and Kaylee also. I mean, you voted for her as well. I mean, I think Brian could do a good job and for us. But in the future, Larry, until there's an ordinance passed on WEGA, if you could just bring, if there's a board decision there, if you could just
It
ask
really
us-
wasn't a board decision. I'm in charge of the day-to-day operation of the city of Attica.
Mhm.
And that WEGA board was originally a board that the mayor had put together. And I felt strongly that we needed to hurry up and fill that position. I didn't feel like I needed to come and ask the council if it was okay. And I'll keep that in mind next time. Maybe try to get some input from you guys. But I would like a show of solidarity here moving forward with the WEGA board, because I'm afraid if they think this is a mess here, and they don't want that drama, then they're not going to fill that position. And I want to see some solidarity here, and that'll be how I'll make my decision. Jimmy?
So basically, you're kind of one that's, if we agree to let Leslie take this spot here, you would like to go ahead and put Kraft in for the other spot?
I would. I
I'm
don't want the same
I'm
person.
okay with that. I don't know about the rest of you, but
I can wholeheartedly agree with it as
I'm
well.
almost okay. I want to make sure, Larry, I understand this. So one of my concerns was just having good input, okay, or good data to work with. And I know that there was a joint meeting that took place between WEGA and the council. And I
No, it
didn't.
really wasn't WEGA and the council. It was a couple of council.
Well, that's right.
members.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. But the information that came from that really wasn't didn't come back to everybody like it should have. And I had to go exploratory looking for what really took place. And so I think if I could get some confidence in, like I said, I think Brian's a great guy and he could do the job for us. If I could just get some kind of feeling that we can have data from WEGA, and that it's not all consolidated in one place, and then I'm okay with it. Obviously, we're the board that actually makes the appropriations for WEGA for the future, and so I just want to make sure that we're with information to make good, solid, sound decisions.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the reasons why I would like you to make sure to ask us about that. So if you're okay with that, then I'm okay with it.
Okay. So can we unanimously? It sounds
Do you
like
want to
you're
take care of this
okay.
business first?
I want to make sure I take care of this business, and then I'll move back to that. If
Okay.
it's okay.
That's okay.
You're okay with Brian? Jimmy's okay
Do we
with
need to
Brian.
motion this?
No.
At some point, we're gonna have to get to the Economic Development Commission appointment.
We will.
He
we
wants
will.
to make sure
But
that-
I want to make sure that I've got my ducks in a row here, and I hate to mix things, but
You're completely mixing them.
but I didn't do this. Okay, So- we've got.
We're good.
Okay, you guys.
7
are,
minutes, people.
You guys are good.
I'm
Yes.
good.
Okay,
Yes.
so Brian Kraft is going to be our unanimous recommendation to WEGA, and you're going to pass that on to Mr. Fruits.
I
He
will.
said you were going to call
I
him
will.
after the meeting.
Yep, I am going to call him, and I'm also going to tell him that we want a couple of other board members. But
Well,
let's get Brian in place
just
first.
don't drag too much drama into
Oh,
it.
no
that
drama.
kills the
Yeah.
deal. Okay, so moving forward, your recommendation for the new Economic Development Commission person from the council is Leslie Davis, and I will approve that.
Okay.
So we've got Leslie Davis, Bill Glass, and Kelly Carlson from the county.
Larry, if I could, I think that I think this Crane, Mr. Crane, should be considered for maybe some other positions that might come available as well. It sounds like he's got some real credentials that could benefit us. So
And he's retired now, so he's,
so he's like you.
yeah,
Don't let him tell you that. He's very busy.
is he?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about me.
talking
about Jeff.
Oh no, that's funny.
Denise, thank you for putting your name in the hat. And Leslie, thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. I've had several people ask me what this board was going to be, and right now, I don't know. Judd, do you need anything more from us?
I don't.
You know, I think for right now, this was a deal to cross the Ts and dot the Is for the bond for Shepherd's Landing. It was required that we have this board in place. But moving forward into the future, I think that the board could be a lot of things. And I like what you said about imagining what it could do. So hopefully you can kind of take the reins and make some of that happen in the future.
I do have a quick question. According to the schedule, it says that there are 4 meetings next week on the same day.
Yes,
And the economic development is at the same time as the redevelopment.
Is that
it should be 4:30, 5, 5:30,
and
6.
Okay, because
Do I need to
according to this,
update
it's 5 to 6
calendar?
is for redevelopment.
Say it again,
Okay.
what was the last
5
one?
to 6 for the redevelopment, that's what we had set last month.
I have set well, for the redevelopment, it'll be
Yeah.
5 to
Well,
5:30.
I think the reason why we did, it probably is gonna be 5 to 5:30 for this
Okay.
one, but I would say moving forward, because this commission isn't gonna meet
Monthly.
monthly, it's
Right.
gonna be as needed. We'll probably still keep our 5 to 6 because that one tends to go longer.
Right.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I mean,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll say.
All in favor?
I-
We're adjourned.
Just in time. Your contact information, so I'll try and set this up a little bit.